Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to Channel AMAC, your insight to the Australian visa system. My name is Carl Young, registered migration agent in Australia. Today I want to share a bit more information in regards to the temporary activity working visa under the subclass 408. Now, a lot of people don't know much about this visa, as 408 was newly invented to replace a lot of temporary working visas. There is another specialist working visa under subclass 400, which a lot of people may use. It's for specialists to come into Australia for very, very short term to work on something that's not replaceable or can be found of any specialist domestically. Now today we will focus on the 408. What I will do is I will take everybody right into the immigration website and go one by one. There's so many streams we can utilize to help a lot of employers in Australia or a lot of businesses overseas to actually seek a way to legitimize your visa and the condition that suits you the best to be in Australia. So let's jump right into it. Okay, now here we go. This is Australian Immigration Home Affairs website, and now we're talking about temporary activities subclass 408 visa here. Now there are so many different types. I will take some time to actually go through one by one. Now the first one is what they call the special program. Obviously what I'll do is I'll leave the actual link into the descriptions below, so you can actually go in there, and every one of these you can actually click in there and to see more detail. Today I'll just take the viewers to go through one at a time, so give you the intro about what it does. So the special program generally gives you about up to 12 months. So what does it do? It's more of a cultural enrichments, community program, and school language assistance. So what it does is it's more like the exchange. So if you recall, there are many school sectors and also the community. They do have an exchange program, so you may seeing those exchange students coming from other countries for short term. Generally they come for about between 2 to 6 months, but you can actually make it up to 12 months. It depends on what sort of the need and requirements between the two entities. So that's basically what the special program allows you to do. So this is all under 408, and obviously to enable you to actually become a sponsor to actually do this special program, you have to be a community member, non-profit organization, or a registered school in your state. Now the second one is religious work. So that it basically tells you straight away what it does. For instance, if you work in a church, you have to be at a level of as the ministry or the pastor level or priest. You can't just be a clerk working at the receptions or working at the admin level. This allows you to be here to work for 2 years, and obviously if you will continue to work on this one, I'll recommend that you will change from 408 visa for the 482 under the actual employment sponsor working visa. Obviously Ministry of Religious will be under a labor agreement. That's for a long run. Okay, now third one is research activity. So it's a bit different than the exchange, but it's predominantly used by a lot of universities where they grant a number of different researchers around the world. So these researchers can come with their discipline to particular university to conduct research or to join a research group for whatever the project or activities that they are required to do. It's generally up to 2 years as well, but it can be extended provided as you have a showing the requirements of the projects required. And bear in mind, before we go ahead with the next ones, all these 408 visas can allow you to bring your family members, so your spouse and kids. Okay, and the other good part about this is in a lot of state of Australia, kids could actually enroll with a very discounted rate rather than compared to the international student visa fees. Okay, so and I know that in fact for South Australia, Western Australia and Queensland, they do give you a free enrollment if you do enroll your kids into public schools. Okay, that's another advantage. Now the next stream is invited by other social and cultural. This is a bit duplicated to what we had talked about at the first one with the special program. Now it's more intended for a very short term and sporting events. You can see here. Now it also colluded with the what's the next stream where it says sporting activity. So what's the differences between this? So let me give you an example. For instance, if it's sports athletes coming in for a game or competitions, generally they won't come for 3, 6 months or 12 months, but so they're more towards under this social or cultural activity for sporting events. So they are only here to compete with a short term 2 or 3 weeks and return back home, and that will be the visa there. Now this one, as you can see, sporting activities, they go up to 2 years. It's more for trainers or trainees. For instance, Australia do have a world-class swimming program where a lot of swimmers, or they come from different countries, they do actually come to Australia. For instance, in Gold Coast, there's a lot of swimmers that train there, although they are not they're not local competitors. They're not local athletes. They are trained in Australia, so they will be coming under this stream 40A of the sporting activities stream, so they will hold this visa. And the other thing is there are a lot of trainers or coach from different sports that the sporting club may want to, for instance in soccer, they may want to get a specialist coach coming from Europe, and they're coming here not just for short term, they'll come for here for long term. Then they will be nominated under this subclass 40A for sporting activities. Okay. Next one is very interesting, entertainment. So all these singers going to concerts, they don't generally come by themselves. They'll come with their teams. And so the whole team, the whole band, the dancers, the musicians, they will be coming under this entertainment activities. And all the action stars, movie stars, obviously they can come with their tourist visas, but if they want to do some performing work, that's generally categorized as work, then they will have to get this kind of visa. You don't want to see these people to get caught by breaching their condition and get visa cancels. Okay, now super yacht crews that basically speak to themselves. I want to take some time to explain a bit more about exchange arrangements visas stream. This stream opens up opportunities for Australian businesses to have that exchange agreement with similar industry of business overseas. So what it does is you have your Australian employee and the overseas entity's employee. You could have an exchange agreement, basically exchanging the two skilled people across different countries for mutual benefits. We can see these very often in a lot of technology and researching entities where they require an exchange of different skilled workers to actually gain more of what they call mutual benefits for the businesses. So if you have a business in Australia and you would like to have more of these exchange activities to actually promote what you do and learn from what others are doing, then obviously that will be the best way to go. Coming down to the Australian government endorsed event. Now, this is more towards a government sector. So, it has to be a typical, a specific appointed event what the Australian government actually wanting, and allows someone from overseas to come in under this. Now the last one is domestic work executive. So it's basically for a CEO, very high-end senior managers of a large corporation. When they come, they generally don't have too much time of tidy themselves up with all the household things that you can actually apply for domestic work for executive, basically someone to actually come here to actually help you to tidy up all the works, of your accommodation and things like that. Now, not many people actually utilize this, but it does have the opportunity to do that. Okay, now so 408 visas actually give you a lot of variety and different streams for different sector to actually utilize. Now today I took some time to actually explain and introduce all different type of visas and their streams. Now if you are business sector or any entity that I had mentioned previously, and you're interested about this, want to know more, feel free to leave a comment or contact me directly, and we should be able to help you out. Any questions, I'm fine, just contact me straight away, leave a comment, and I see you for the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.